Who am I kidding? I'm not going to make it by whispering the entire review to you, but I actually had the pleasure to go into a movie theater, and it's actually the most packed of an auditorium that I actually gone to since actually the start of COVID, where everyone was still sort of going to the movies, but not really. And I gotta say, I had a blast. My theater going experience was just like how my part one viewing was, where all the silent scenes, you had everyone in the entire theater just trying so hard to be quiet. Like, everybody just stopped eating popcorn at one point, and I was like, whoa, it is dead silent. And then, bam! Just a good scare would just come out, you know? This story picks up directly where we left off in the first one, where the Abbott family leaves their rural farm and venture off into the unknown. Journeying away from familiar territory, they put themselves not only at risk with the creatures, but outside threats as well. Writer, actor, producer, and director John Krasinski captures the magic in the bottle of what he had in the first one and expands it more in part two. There was a lot of vision and just attention to detail that he got to really focus on in this time around, opposed to just juggling all the jobs around, including being on the screen. There are some nice callbacks to the first movie, especially done in parallel with the characters. And the first 10 minutes, which is really, really intense, we got to see day one of the whole outbreak, where the creatures were just attacking everyone in the town and our main character is trying to escape. And it was just so crazy because it was done in a way where it was kind of like a one-shot take method. Nail-biting suspense filled to the brim from beginning to end, but most importantly, we also had the emotional aspect of the film, which was an admirable and really beautiful element to the film. There's this heart-rendering moment where Emily Blunt goes off on her own, and it's a scene that I thought we were going to see in the first film, but we got it in this, and it was very impactful, very powerful, that even I started to tear up a little bit, and my girlfriend was just bawling her eyes out. It was great. Cillian Murphy knocked it out of the ballpark. I loved his performance. It was very astonishing, and he was just such a key and focused character for a supporting role. I mean, he was just as important as an Emily Blunt's character. The kids, Millicent Simmons and Noah Jupe, you know, just like the first one, there were moments where I was like, oh no, why are those kids making those decisions? You know, aren't you going to put yourself in danger? But they end up rallying and making the most heroic and brave decisions like any rational person would. Especially the ending. Oh my god, that was such an amazing parallel with the two of them. It's hard not to talk about it and not spoil it, but I want you to see it for yourself. I want you to see how they shot that scene and how they put it together. There were a few minor characters that I wish they were able to flush out because they chose some familiar actors in the industry to play those roles, but I felt like if they did flush them out, it would have slowed the movie down considerably. And so, you know, it moved at a really nice pace for what it was, just could have given a little bit more of an exposition, but I'm not too picky with that. The movie doesn't lose points for me by it. All the creature scenes are nothing short from thrilling. I mean, even if there are scenes that you kind of recognize in the trailer that are about to happen for that effective jump scare, it still gets you because, like, nobody in our theater was, like, making a noise and I'm like, oh, I know this part's coming up, and bam! I still jumped out of my seat. You know, I low-key think that John Krasinski has a foot fetish like Quentin Tarantino, because what is it about people and their feet getting hurt or mangled or somewhat? With a simplistic idea, I got the sequel that I wanted. We even got day one. That was like the one big sequence I was looking forward to, and I got it. As far as the ending, without spoiling anything, I do feel like, you know, it does come full circle in a way where it feels like a complete movie. But where the characters are, I feel like they got to do a part three. You know, it's not a movie that kind of really leaves out too much for you to feel like, oh great, there's going to be a number three, but like you want a part three to happen, just with the way they left things, you know? Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys get to check out A Quiet Place Part 2, which is playing in theaters only. With that being said, I'm Jaren. Stay safe, sane, and sanitary, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.